the birth of the two lands that make New Zealand. According to Maori and Polynesian myths and legends, Maui, some of you may have heard from the Disney film Moana, was a very clever, gifted and mischievous demigod. Maui was born with magical powers. Maui the trickster, Maui the one who tamed the sun and brought fire to the earth. Ti'ika e Maui, Maui's fish. One night, Maui's 4 brothers planned to go fishing, leaving him behind. Overhearing their plans and not wanting to be left out, Maui hid under the floorboards of his brother's waka or canoe and stowed away. They paddled and paddled far into the sea until all sight of land was lost. He waited before he could reveal himself. To the disappointment of his brothers, he sprung from his hiding place and finally managed to convince his brothers to not turn back and continue on the fishing trip. But Maui was the trickster. And he was a poor fisherman and carved a magic fish hook from the jawbone of his grandmother, which he cast deep into the sea, chanting magical words. Maui used his blood as bait, as his brothers refused to share their bait with him. Soon after, he dropped his line. He felt a tremendous pull. Maui realized he had caught something huge. He had landed a mighty fish. The water became turbulent, and his brothers were fearful, pleading with Maui to cut the line and release his catch. Maui refused and began to haul his mighty fish to the surface. With the help of his brothers, the catch was hurled to the surface of water. Much to their surprise, what they'd caught was not a fish, but a huge piece of land, and discovered Ti'ika e Maui, known as Maui's fish, which we now know today as the North Island of New Zealand. Before Maui had time to thank Tangaroa, the god of the sea, for the gift of this land, Maui's brothers began carving out pieces of the huge fish, creating valleys, mountains, lakes that you see in the North Island of New Zealand. Te waka e Maui, Maui's canoe and Aroki. Maui, Aroki and their brothers left on their voyage, visiting their earth mother, Papatuanuku, when disaster struck. Their waka became stranded upon a reef in the ocean. To save themselves, they got onto the great canoe. So tremendous was the strain that the side of the waka broke into the sea. The brothers held the waka. The cold south winds froze them, turning them all into stone. And so the great land was born. The brothers became particular mountains and peaks of Tiritiri, Oti Moana, the southern Alps, and Aroki, the tallest brother, became the tallest peak, Mount Cook, standing proud Aroki the guardian, Aroki Te Ataua. South Island is said to be the waka or canoe that Maui and his brothers fished from. It is believed that the Kaikoura Peninsula on the east coast of the South Island is the place where the seat of the canoe is situated, where Maui stood to haul in his giant catch. If you look closely at the map of New Zealand, you may be able to visualize the North Island as a fish, patiki, flounder, or in some other traditions, whai stingray, with the head near Wellington and the base of the tail in the Coromandel, the backbone through the center of the island near Taupo and Rotorua, and the fins on the east and the west coasts. Looking at the South Island on the map, you may see the southernmost tip in Southland resembling the stern of the canoe, and the prow can be seen in the north. This is the story of the creation of the two islands of Aotearoa.